Okay. Hello. I'm trying to record. I don't know if it's gonna work this time. This is like the fifth try today. Um, I just want to inform you that I did have some issues with the audio of my videos. So if you noticed, the two last videos are not audible. Even though the topic was really great, I talked about what makes a person really attractive, at least to me. And it was recorded in German and in English because some of my German friends who don't speak English asked for a bilingual approach to my videos. Anyhow, I don't know if it's gonna go through this time with the audio and the recording. Yes, I changed my background. It's just more neutral, and the focus is more on what I talk about and on me than on my background. And after all, it's Friday, and I haven't tidied up, and not everyone has to see what my uh, room looks like. Um, I'm not rambling. I'm rambling at the moment, but actually I want to talk about one thing, and just for a few minutes. I don't want to extend my videos and stretch them to half an hour. It's just too much. Um I got to think about what is the most important resource in my life. Um Resources, in my definition, could be like anything: your energy, your love, your time, your money, your belongings. It just depends on what you consider as your resource. um so anything I am able to give. Yeah. So the most important resource for me is my lifetime. Yeah. So what makes it so important is, once it's spent, I can never ever recover that lifetime ever again. So with other resources like money, belongings, yeah, uh, once it's depleted, you can always rebuild, right? So once you spend your money, you can rebuild to accumulate money, right? But with lifetime, it's just once it's spent, um, you can never recover that particular time, lifetime of yours. So let's say you consider a lifetime of yours wasted. You will never be able to re- redo or remake or refill that lifetime. Yeah. So speaking about the past, once you spend your lifetime in situationships that you consider wasted, you will never ever get that lifetime back. Okay. Yeah. So when you consider something as wasted or not valuable or whatever, um, life and nature um, will always seek out to balance anything and everything. Yeah. So with the wasted months since last mid of last year, um, I consider myself, even when I feel and think and conclude it's a total waste of time, I still I have come to a point in my life in which I see various aspects of when something is wasted. Yeah. Um, it took some time to figure out, hey, it's not actually wasted. I mean, it was wasted, but then again, the situation balanced itself out because I figured out that this wasted time actually ticketed out my talents and made me be firm and assertive um, of my true characteristics. Yeah. So it took out really some of my talents in a way I can't even hold back anymore. I mean, I've been always, like, one example, I've been always a person that was good with words, especially in writing. In speaking, it came later, but in writing, I always have written short stories. And when I grew older, like after the age, I think, of 10 years old, still when I was a child, I started writing poems. I have a whole collection of poems and short stories and all that. None of them published yet. Yeah. And like for the past 8 years or so, I have started writing 8 books, but never finalized them, never finished them. This wasted time triggered me in a way to not just start a book, but finish it this year. See how things balance itself out? It depends on the perspective you have. And you can always change the perspective, of course. Yeah. So this is just one example how this wasted lifetime brought blessings into my life. Yeah. And also, I feel like, you know, I mean, I'm a very private person usually. I never consider myself in competition with anyone. I'm in competition with myself, with my yesterday's version. Yeah. So I came to a situationship in which, you know, I compared myself to others. I mean, for me, it's no surprise, but at the end, I was like even feeling more blessed of who I am. I mean, I was feeling that before, but I was feeling that even stronger, yeah, and more assertive, yes. And it may sound arrogant, but so it be. If it triggers you, you got to work on your own story. But it was like really a true blessing to recognize me in the light of others, yeah, and to see how blessed I am, yeah, not just because of outer circumstances, to the contrary, because of my inner circumstance and how I have worked on my inner self to become who I am. So see how it balanced out. Yeah. So when you're in private and always secluded and always, you know, under the radar, you don't see much what's out there, especially not if it's not in your league. Yeah. But when someone drags you down into a league that you have never, not even your in your darkest times belong to that league, you figure out, wow, you know, how much work I've done with myself, how much work I've done in my outer circumstances, yeah, how much I've worked on my academic achievements, how much I've worked to become self-employed and to, you know, put my feet into many buckets when it comes to work, or to how incredibly resourceful I am when it comes to enjoying my time, yeah, with myself, but also with others, yeah. And all this being, you know, being dragged down into a league that I would never belong to because of my nature, to always exploring something new, to explore myself more and to explore my outer circumstances more, to change and to wanting to change and to elevating and to work on my, you know, shortcomings and to be loving and to be giving and all that. Yeah, it's just too much for just one video. I'm just saying, when you come in touch with people that you vibrate so much higher in a regular life, you would never come into contact with those kind of people, and you would never see how actually blessed you are. So I'm going to give you a really maybe weird advice, but once in a while, drag your feet into lower vibrating leagues. If you feel like, you know, like something is missing in your life, you're not feeling good about yourself, whatever, drag your feet a little bit into lower vibrating leagues. You will center yourself back again immediately. Yeah. So I'm just saying, it's not a game. It's nothing to laugh about. I mean, people always struggle, right? They're all in their own world and having their own baggages and packages to drag along. I'm just saying, like, for my circumstance, I can judge, yeah, because it's my life, and that's why I'm saying this leak I was dragged down was so low vibrating, yeah. People that had nothing to do with their time but gossiping, yeah. And I mean, I've never gossiped in my life, not even during my childhood, not during school time or whatever. So it has nothing to do with my lifestyle. But then I saw how many people waste their time on nonsense. And then when you look deeper into these people, you know, what they have done with their lives, immediately I felt blessed, incredibly blessed. Yeah. So what I want to say is, yeah, my lifetime is my most important resource. I do not want to give to anyone who is not deserving of this. And to understand who is deserving of this, you must observe more from a neutral perspective, yeah, than from an involved perspective, yeah, just like an observer. And then it's really, really, really crucial to understand when you were not able to somehow observe this situationship from a neutral perspective, and you got yourself into situationships that don't have anything to do with your lifestyle, character, anything, yeah, then see, nature and life has its own ways to balance out situations. So what I got from that wasted lifetime was actually to develop my talents, not just, I mean, I've developed them over many decades, but to put that out there. Yeah. So that was my last boost, my last stepping stone I needed to actually go and seek to publish my book. Yeah. So make a long story short, you might think at some point life is wasted, and you might be right about that. Lifetime, not life. But go seek and see if there's something valuable you can retrieve from that. Yeah. And I mean, I don't function any other way. Yeah. So anything that's negative, I look from the other side and see I can seek something positive out of it. Yeah. Like something that actually boosts my energy, boosts my whatever. Yeah. So take those as stepping stones, learn how to, yeah. And there are always many emotional factors involved. Yeah. So use those emotional factors for you to elevate, yeah, in some way. Okay. So this is my advice for today. Anyhow, have a great weekend ahead. I have lots of plans. I'm gonna have a massage tonight, and tomorrow I'm gonna meet up with my family, and Sunday my friend, and yeah. So everything is well in order in my life, and it's just a blessing because I choose to see it this way, I guess. And I mean, we all have our stuff to do and things to accomplish, and maybe some nagging problems. So what? This is not going to disturb my peace. This is not going to disturb my life ahead, my daily routine, my daily life, my inner joy for life. I mean, it has it. These are like stuff that will go away at the end. Yeah, it doesn't matter at what time it will go away. Eventually, they will transform. Yeah, so there is no reason to be, in a depressed state of mind, I guess. And yeah, so the only constant factor is change. And especially when you're feeling like you're not at your best self, you're experiencing some negative setbacks, then know for sure that will change as well. Okay. All right. Then have a great weekend ahead. And I'm looking forward to speak and record again. I hope this is the fifth time. I hope it just worked out. Anyhow, bye for now.